I am now creating weekly exclusive content for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, go check out the link down below. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the road to glory. I've got a couple of SBCs to submit. You pretty much know who they are. The reviews are on the channel already, but it was kind of obvious. Like, I didn't really fear ruining it for you because I knew that you know I would do them. I knew that you knew that I would do them. Yeah, there we go. So Wijnaldum and Origi have been completed. I grinded them out through doing bronze to silver to gold to 85 to 92, and then I used everything that I got and had in the club that I didn't need anymore. And of course, you're going to see everything that I submit, and a few of the 85 to 92s that I opened and got, I wouldn't say lucky because they were sort of 86 rated cards, so they weren't like 90, 91 rated cards that really helped me out, but they did enough, right? So this is going live after 6 o'clock. It is about 4:15 right now on Thursday. I think that's the day. And I've seen that there's going to be a party bag SBC. Not sure whether that was today or whether that's tomorrow. Either way, that will be in the next episode regardless of when it is. There may be another 88 plus knocking about as well. That may come at some point. Whatever they've released since this video's come out, we will do it in the next episode is basically what I'm saying. If they haven't, then when we can look forward to that at a future date. Now, there is a little bit of gameplay in here, nothing too crazy. I have obviously completed, well, not completed, but I filled in the weak links of the gaps with that Liverpool team. I did say to you yesterday that it's nearly done. You know, I want to wait for the third batch of players to go in packs so we can pick up a cheaper Jordan Henderson or we can pick up a cheaper Alisson. I have bought a Alisson, but it is literally the most basic form. It is the base gold card. Reason being is because he's at the lowest he can be due to his rating, so I'm not going to lose out there. And then when his team of the season becomes cheaper, we can either put that Alisson into an SBC, sell him and get the coins back, and then go and buy the team of the season. It's pointless buying it right now for 200k, knowing it's going to come down probably by, I don't know, 50 to 100,000 coins. Same with Jordan Henderson. He is just under 200,000 coins. He's going to come right down to about 100k or whatever the value of a 94 rated card is. It's pointless buying him now. It's just throwing away coins. I can cope with what I have for now, just playing for fun. Of course, yesterday I was reviewing Wijnaldum and Origi, but we were also, in the back of my mind, I had that I need to score goals with Ian Rush. Not that I need to, but I like that because I'm trying to get as many goals and assists as I can with him. So I want Ian Rush involved as much as I can. And he scored his fair share of goals yesterday. Now, thank you very much for the comments. A lot of people remembered and took the hint that it was indeed my birthday, so I appreciate the kind wishes for yesterday. And a lot of people telling me that they've got some good things from 88 plus packs, which is nice. And a lot of people are saying that they've been grinding. Someone in the comments, I forget who it was, said that he managed to get Ribery and Dembele done. And now, of course, that Divock Origi and Wijnaldum are in packs, or not in packs, in SBCs. I'm sure they will get done as well. But yeah, I really want to get Dembele. I would like to get myself Ribery, but it's not the be-all and end-all. Dembele, I think, is going to be the next thing on the list, unless EA drop another SBC that I'm interested in a little bit more. Of course, Wijnaldum and Divock Origi Summer Heat cards were cards that I had to do. They went into the Liverpool team. I'm a Liverpool fan. It just made sense. They were cheap enough as well, which was really good. But Dembele's a card in this game that I think is just going to be amazing. We are at that point, or we're getting to that point. We're not quite there yet, and there is enough to keep us entertained. But we're getting to the point where there isn't going to be an awful lot left to do. And I know I stopped the road to glory at one point, and that's because I kind of, it's not that I sort of lost interest in FIFA, it's just that they weren't doing anything, and there was nothing really that we could progress to. And I stopped it, but we brought it back because obviously Team of the Season came out. There was an awful lot of special, like, guaranteed packs and SBCs. They were bringing out special cards left, right, and centre. I started really enjoying the game again. But apart from just, look, I'm playing a game. Look, I'm playing a game. This is some more live gameplay. Look, I might have gone out and bought one player just to try him out or whatever. There is going to be very limited amount of upgrades and things we can do now. You know, my main team, bar upgrading to the 93 Mendy, which is only a game or two away now, is done. there isn't really anything I can do to it to improve it without going out and buying like top-end icons or Team of the Year cards, which I just don't see the point in doing. My Liverpool team is almost at the point where it's done. You know, like, again, I wouldn't mind getting the odd icon. Danny Dalglish. Kenny Dalglish is a player that I would like to introduce into the team, and obviously Steven Gerrard. No Liverpool team would be complete without a Steven Gerrard card, but apart from maybe adding those two, I don't really see how we can improve it beyond waiting for Jordan Henderson and Alisson to come down in price. Of course, I don't really see how we can improve the team because of Origi and Wijnaldum coming in and being a big upgrade. I had a lot of fun with that team, though. Didn't lose in the 8 games I think I played with it, which was really impressive from my point of view. I was very, very happy with that. And, of course, Ian Rush got himself on the score sheet a fair few times. We managed to do well here. Jari Littmanen losing the ball once or twice, but he gets it back to Rush, who scores another goal. He scored a lot of goals yesterday. In fact, we're going to go and have a look at that team and have a look at his record right now. So the Liverpool team as it stands is like this. Now, I know a lot of people out there won't care about a Liverpool team because you're not Liverpool fans. I get it. If I was watching a Road to Glory and someone said, hey, look at my Brighton team, I'd be like, well, yeah, that's awesome, but I don't really care. So I get it. I do understand. But obviously, as a Liverpool fan, and it's my journey, it's kind of something that I really want to do. And I don't think I've ever been in a position where I could build a really good past and present Liverpool team. But there we go. Well, like I said, when I bought Alisson, he's about 34,000 coins. Maybe it's a little bit more than what an 89 rated card would normally cost. I think it's pretty much on the money, though. More or less, anyway. Like I said, Jordan Henderson needs to change to his team of the season or to a Steven Gerrard, although I would really like to have Henderson in the team, given that he's the current captain. Alisson needs to go to the team of the season, and then, of course, I mean, that's it, really. Bar getting a bench of Liverpool players, there isn't really anything else I can do with that team. It's kind of done. Like Van Dijk instead of Gomez, sure. But at that point, you're kind of just upgrading for the sake of upgrading. It's not really going to add anything to it. Like, before we had Chirivella there, and I had Oxlade-Chamberlain there. Those two cards, like Chirivella in particular, just not very good. So upgrading those to like 93, 94 was a big step. Now we're kind of at that point where, yeah, Henderson will be a nice little upgrade and Alisson will be okay. But apart from that, like, we're just adding faces for the sake of adding faces. But yeah, I do want to get a Steven Gerrard card at some point. Either his prime or his moments, one or the other. In terms of Ian Rush, he is currently on 21 goals, 20 games, 9 assists. We are keeping ahead. We are just about scoring just one more goal than he's played games. To be honest, though, it's nice. It's something like decent to have in the back of my mind. He doesn't only play in this team. You know, when I play with my other team, it depends what I'm doing, but if I play with my other team, I tend to maybe throw in Ian Rush instead of Axel Witsel. I'll play either Modric or Firmino as a CDM, play the other one as a box-to-box, use Rush as the striker, drop Mertens into the cam, and then use Sancho and Vinicius Jr. as the outside players. But like I said, since we picked up Militao, the only upgrade we can really make is Mendy's to his 93, and then we're kind of done. Again, team of the season, Alisson will probably end up going into this team because it just links in with Fabinho and Militao, and then we can essentially put Oblak's red card into an SBC of some sort down the line if we wish to do so. At the moment, there's no need to, but if we wish to do so, we can. I just want to wait to pick up that Alisson card. But very happy with that team. I think that team is probably better than whatever side I built last year for my Road to Glory, so I'm very happy with that. Next year is going to be a challenge because that team is sensational. I do have a fair few Liverpool players in there, I know that, so we are sort of mixing the two. But, you know, I've got 3 with Alisson. It'll be 4, and then we've got a Liverpool team. Maybe I could, I suppose, get rid of the Liverpool players there, keep them separate, and try and put something else together for that. Maybe that's something we can do in the future. I'm just going to need a reason, more or less, to continue doing Road to Glory episodes, because it's going to get to a point where there's just no direction. It's just making a video for the sake of making a video. Right now, I'm enjoying the progression that we're having and the packs that we have to open and stuff. We're nearly back up to 1 million coins. Bear in mind, I've done more bronze packs. I've done more upgrades. I've bought Alisson. I've completed marquee matchups, which I had to spend a good maybe 10,000, 15,000 coins on because I didn't have any of the cards. an 81 rated team is an expensive team these days. That's a lot. You know, I had to buy an awful lot of players to get that because I just didn't have it. I've since sold what I had on the transfer list, or at least I'm listing it up. So like Ospina was on the transfer list. He sells for 1,800 coins. That's mad. So I thought it was pointless keeping him. I might as well just sell it. So we're nearly back up to 1 million by selling some of the silvers, some of the bronze we get from the packs, and some of the golds I held on the transfer list. In fact, everything on my transfer list is now up for sale. We have 10 packs to open, some of which are from... I'm going to have to discard that because I've tried to use it so many times and I just haven't been able to do it. Probably have to discard a fair few things. Some of these packs are going to be tradable, some of them are going to be untradeable. They've come from various places, marquee matchups and what have you, so we're just going to end on that. But I'll continue doing the Road to Glory for as long as I can find a purpose to do it. The problem I have, like I said, is if there's no end goal, it's kind of like, and there's no upgrades to be had, it's almost like, what am I doing? Why am I continuing? So I think we probably will end up grinding down. Grinding down? Is that a thing? I don't think that's a saying. What pack do I want to open next? Let's do the 15Ks. I don't think I suppose ramping down, I guess, is a thing. Is that a board? I don't think it is. Ramping down. I think that's winding down. There you go. Two adequate analogies, sayings, don't know. English is my first language, leave me alone. These are untradeable, unfortunately, so we can't do anything with those. I can't be bothered to swap them out for like 14 coins, so we'll just discard those. Yeah, we'll start winding down, I think, over the next maybe week or two. Of course, batch 3 is going to come out, and that batch is the last batch. What EA decide to do after that may keep us engaged. We'll have to wait and see. I'll be very surprised, to be honest, if they do anything of any real significance. Just because, you know, I just don't see it likely that we're going to get footies, because I feel like this is what footies is, but it's been, you know, it's a combination of what they tend to do is bring everything back into packs, which they've done, and footies. I think it's a combination of both of those. So whatever they decide to do, it obviously be interesting to see whether they can keep us engaged. Don't know why I did that. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they can keep us engaged and give me a reason to keep playing the game. But we'll have to wait and see. He's not going for anything, unfortunately. I do kind of want to play another weekend league, but to be honest, I've been enjoying not having to do it so much that I really don't want to go back into one. It's just so toxic. It's just a pile of ass. You know what I mean? Absolute pile of ass. Don't want to play it. I really do not want to play it. If enough of you want me to, then I suppose I could just squeeze one more in before the end. Maybe literally wait until the final, and you know, they announce it and say this will be the final weekend, because they tend to do that, right? Let's do a 25k pack. Why not? Well, I don't. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Because it would be interesting to go into it with the full team and see where we can finish. But I know full well. Hello, walkout. No special item. It's going to be Keylor Navas. That will come in very handy for whatever EA decide to drop next. I'm guessing some sort of party bag or something. So that'll be interesting. We got an 83 Zaha. He's tradable as well. I might actually sell him because that is, you know, that's 7,500 coins that we might... Well, is it though? Because that was 6,900 and he's not selling. I don't know. I'll keep it for now, and if... You know, he's not going to go down in price anytime soon, so we'll maybe look to sell at some point. Let's do the Prime Electrum, 2 rares, and then the Prime. I think the 2 rares might be untradeable. I can't remember. That's not another board, unfortunately, so we'll just skip that. I mean, to be honest, I'd like to go into a weekend league with my Liverpool team and go into a weekend league with the full team and see, you know, A, is there any difference? B, how well I can do, etc. But to be honest, like I said, it's just a bag of ass, and I really don't want to have to play it. I'm enjoying Rivals and doing objectives and doing packs and just playing for the sake of playing rather than playing to grind out a result and to try and be competitive, if that makes sense. It's just the game just annoys me when I'm trying and it goes against you and there's passing that doesn't work, you do a heel to heel and nothing registers. Those kind of things annoy me when I'm trying to grind out a win. If I'm doing it for an objective, doesn't bother me as much. If I'm doing it just for the sake of doing it in Rivals, doesn't bother me at all. So that's where I stand. But we'll see. We'll see. Just a quick note on other videos that you may or may not be interested in, because I know a lot of you watch the Road to Glory not just for the FIFA content, but just because you're interested in me, which I find very strange. Can we get a board here? Yes, we can. Hold that thought. We do get a UCL. But is it UCL? Must be, right? It's going to be Tadic, which is an 80. Oh, no. Is it? No. Yeah? Ziyech, 87. Thought it was Tadic. Tadic is not from Morocco, so don't know why I thought it was Tadic. But we do get a Ziyech. It was Ajax. I was in that area. I got him mixed up. I don't know why. We get Ziyech. We get Rugani again. I got him yesterday like 3 times, which is a really good card to get actually because he's so good for links. As you can see, selling for about 6,000 coins. Ziyech would sell for about 20, 25. Nice 87 to go into either the party bag guarantee. Gonna have to discard that, or 88 plus or whatever it may be. It's gonna finish on a prime gold. Yeah, just a quick note. I'm in the middle of starting to make real life videos, but more sort of geared, and I've done 2 videos on it already. You may or may not have seen them. More geared towards sort of exercise, running in general. I do want it to be more about sort of sprinting than I do about just general fitness. Not that I'm an expert on it, and I don't claim to be. It's quite literally someone going from being rather unhealthy to healthy, because I used to be a sprinter. I'm going to try and bring that in as well. Unfortunately, my local track is shut due to things, so I'm going to have to wait until that fixes itself. But yeah, I'm going to try and bring that to life. So if you're interested in that, there are 2 videos where we talk about that on the channel. Feel free to go check them out. But I've started recording some stuff, so hopefully in the next couple of days there will be an episode of that out. That is a prime players pack without any special item or indeed a board, where everything in packs right now. Oh my god, another Basali. Yeah, I mean, you open a 45k pack these days with that many special items in packs and you don't pack a board, you are a little bit disappointed. Biglia selling for about 5k, maybe just a bit under. Kolarov should be expensive. Actually, I will sell Kolarov. The reason he's expensive, by the way, is because it's very difficult to get fullbacks to link for chemistry and to be sort of 82 plus, right? So that's not bad at all. Kandreva should sell for a little bit as well. Nothing too crazy, but just a little bit, and he does. He sells for about 2,000 coins. I mean, you can keep them, sure, and you can use them in SBCs, of course. But when you have cards like this that normally don't sell, but they are currently selling for like 1.5, 2k, it would be rude not to sell them. It really would. Basali, I discarded him earlier. He was actually selling for a little bit. Again, it's because he's fairly high rated. I mean, he's not. He's 79 rated, but for an 80 rated SBC, that's a good rating. And of course, he has insane links to Rugani and all the rest of it. So he sold a silver. That takes us back over 1 million. It's just mad how quick you can make coins these days. It's like I bought, I went down to 970 something thousand. I bought Allison, went below 1 million. Built all those packs, went even further down, opened them all again, and without even selling a single thing from those packs, we're back over 1 million coins already. Absolutely crazy. So, in the next episode, whenever that may be, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, I will have a guaranteed either a party bag or another 88 plus, whatever they decided to release, maybe another SBC that we can do. I'm kind of hoping that they continue the dynamic duo themes, and then maybe we can build something based on that. I am toying with the idea of actually getting rid of Fabinho, Firmino and Trent from that team, keeping it specifically to a Liverpool team, and then maybe trying to fix the bottom right, just to add a little bit more of a life cycle to the game and to the road to glory, because then we have 3 spots to fill. Whether they link to Oblak or not is irrelevant. We have 3 spots to fill. Then, if it doesn't link, maybe we could try and find a keeper that does. So, yeah, I think that's what I might do going forward. Because that Liverpool team, bar Henderson's upgrade and Alisson's upgrade, it's kind of done. We just need to try and maybe get Gerrard in there at some point. But we'll see what happens. I'm kind of hoping that they're going to drop a Prime Icon Moments SBC at some point. They've done it for every other tier, so why not the Moments? If we get it, then we may just sit there and grind it until we get some of the cards that we want. Dalglish, Gerrard, Barnes, Owen, and so on and so forth. If you have enjoyed today's episode of The Road to Glory, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.